Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here. After well, I was here before, and then I had to take a call. I had to take an important call from the missus, so I was here like a little over an hour, like 2 hours ago. So I apologize for that. I had to delete the video. But I'm back here again on this very late Tuesday night. Back here again with another video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to my channels, all my other channels down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that goddamn bell. Turn on all my notifications so you never, ever, ever miss an upload. And that's it. So like the videos, share the videos all over the internet, subscribe to my channels, and follow me on social media. And don't forget to tap that goddamn bell. And that's all I can say about it. Yeah, I know that thing is annoying. I apologize. You know, people tell me, shut that thing off. I can't shut it off. It's annoying. I know. I apologize. I can't open the goddamn thing. I don't have, it's not like you can just open it up and like a regular smoke alarm or a carbon dioxide thing. It's hard to open up. Even Rosa can't open it up, so you're going to be hearing it for a while. So, I apologize. So, I'm getting it fixed. Don't worry about it. It's annoying, yes. I don't know what to do with it. I can't put it anywhere. I hit the button, it goes, I hit the button to shut it off, and it keeps going. I have to take I have a crappy 9-volt battery in there. And right now, I don't think I have any new 9-volt batteries to put in. So, if you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. And that's all I gotta say about it. So deal with it. It's annoying. I apologize. So, but I have to have it. So, I don't want to die in here. God forbid, Rosa burns down the house or something like that. Well, I burned down the house, but it is what it is. Shut up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I start on this very late, well, not very late, but very late Tuesday night in the Northeast, or in the Northeast, on this May the 4th, 2021. May the 4th be with you. But as of right now, it is 1:18 in the morning here in the Northeast. So it is Cinco de Mayo! Cinco de Mayo! So it's time to drink, motherfuckers. Well, I'm not drinking tonight, not right now, but later today, later tomorrow. And when the missus comes home, she already started. She started early today. She says she had 12 beers. She had 12 beers. She wouldn't have talked to me for 25 minutes before, earlier. She would have been passed out, drunk, puking, probably waking up in her own vomit. I don't know. Yeah, but she celebrates early, and then she's probably gonna celebrate tomorrow. So, I wish she was here, tonight, but I could have got some good old fashioned drunk sex and everything. But it is what it is. She had to go to her friend's house and do some help her friend, be with her friend and shit instead of being with her, the man that her husband and everything, her man. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll have Rosa hopefully back tomorrow, sometime tomorrow afternoon, late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Hopefully she comes back early tomorrow, so maybe we can go to the bar and maybe have like a drink or two. Well, with Rosa, it's like a drink or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 and 8, 9, 10, 25, 30. She's a fucking raging alcoholic. She drinks more than my good friend Rodney, the hot rod. Not that hot rod, but the hot rod. He drinks up a storm. He has no liver. Rosa, she was born without a liver. Because she's Mexican, of course, Mexicans love to drink, especially on Cinco de Mayo. So yeah, so she'll ruin her liver tomorrow, more of her liver tomorrow. Probably have like 6 or 7 Heinekens and waste my money. I'm only I'm cheap, so I'm gonna, I gotta pay bills, so I gotta, I'm not going out to the bar and wasting like $50 on just, on fucking Heineken and shit. And one Jack and Coke, one or two Jack and Cokes, and that's it. I'm not gonna do that on Cinco de Mayo, especially. I'm not gonna waste $50 just so she can get, in 8, 9, 10 beers in her, and then she proceeds to, come home and she's like, oh, I'm tired, blah, blah. And then I don't get any drunk sex out of the deal. Come on. So if we do go out, I'm gonna moderate it. I'm gonna try to moderate him because I'm gonna tell 5 beer minimum. I'm like, that's it. He's gonna like, shut up. It's like, no, your limit is 5 because I only have $10. Or you pay with your own money and you can get like 25 beers. Fuck you. I'll pay. I got my $10. I'm paying for myself. I'm gonna get 2 Jack and Cokes and I call it a night. Then come home, watch AEW Bloody Guts. And then while you pass out, and then hopefully when you wake up, you give me the good sex, and that's all I gotta say about that. And then we worry about what happens after that. Worry about Thursday, and then if I have to ship you off on Friday, and then I stay home, do nothing, and watch porn for 10, all day and all night for 10 days straight. Jack off for 10 days. Not that I'm gonna do it for 10 straight days, but But if she has to go, she goes by herself to Florida, and I stay here alone with nobody. Sorry, ladies. It is what it is. Unless you hot ass ladies want to hang out, but I gotta hang out at your house, not my house. My house is kind of in renovation right now, so sorry. So I gotta go to your house and get the good sex and all that stuff But it is what it is. So yeah, don't know if I'm gonna ship her out on Friday or I'm gonna go with her on Friday to Florida. We'll have to find out tomorrow night. So probably tomorrow night, if I do a video on my phone, that's annoying. I know. I don't know where to put it. I can't move it to another room because I can hear it in the other room. So I'm not gonna smash it and break it because I need it. So deal with it, fuckers. I can't open it. Like I said, I can't open it. I don't know how to open it. It's freaking complicated. But it is what it is. So I'll know by tomorrow later tomorrow night, or by early Thursday afternoon, what I'm doing and what the missus is doing this weekend. Like I said, I could be going to Florida with her on Friday afternoon, and then spending 10 days in the good old fashioned in a good old Pompano Beach, right near Miami. I mean, just around the Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Miami area. So if you're in Miami, come to the beach, maybe you'll see me. Maybe you'll see me in my Speedo. No, I'm kidding. I don't wear a Speedo. I'm just kidding. Maybe I'll be on the beach. Maybe I'll sign an autograph or two. I don't know, but whatever. But I could go down there for 10 days and then just enjoy my vacation. Some R&R, some much needed R&R, which I need, and then come back and go back to what I'm doing, making the money you wish you had, and being the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Tuesday night, May the 4th be with you, 2021. Or if you're watching from somewhere else, it is Cinco de Mayo. Thank you for the dislike, motherfucker, because you have no life. Suck my dick. It is now Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th, 2021. So May the 5th be with you, and we'll keep going with this until I think this weekend. Well, I think after tomorrow, I think it's over. You don't get that May the 6th be with you, May the 7th be with you, all that other shit. When you start May, it is what it is. So So on this late night, take two of this, because I did like a 15-minute video earlier, and I had to take it down because I didn't want to restart it. And that's it. And I don't know what's up with YouTube tonight, or it's my computer, or it's my phone, but I try to watch a video. I'm watching a playback of like Joe Cronin's video, and I don't know if it's doing it for anybody else, but the freaking load time is fucking annoying. I'm watching like the first couple of minutes, and then it starts buffering, and then it'll go for a couple more minutes, buffering. I want to listen to the whole hour and a half show, and I have to wait to the fucking video loads and buffers. It's fucking stupid. So I don't know if it's YouTube needing a fucking maintenance call, or maybe it's my computer and my phone needs a maintenance call. I don't know. So if it's happening for anybody else, let me know in the comment section down below or in the chat. And that's pretty much that. Hopefully it gets fixed by tomorrow or in the next couple of days. Like I want to watch a long video. I want to sit in my bed or on my couch watching like a Joe Cronin podcast or whatever, or watching even one of my own videos. Yeah, I watch my own videos. So what? I like to hear to look and hear my sexy voice at times. So it is what it is. And I think I have two of these, and both of them are going off. I don't know. I apologize for that. So it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night NXT review for May the 4th. Be with you, 2021, from the Capitol Wrestling Center in St. Petersburg, Florida. All right. Another week of NXT on the USA Network on a Tuesday. So, see what the rating is tomorrow for this show. Last week, I think they did, what did they do last week? 700, I think they did 741,000 views. Not great. But, I mean, I guess everybody's watching Dark and watching, I would say to be watching Power, NWA Power, but that's not on YouTube anymore. Why? I don't know. I mean, they just show like mini fucking clips now. It's like, what did you miss this week? They show like a minute and a half fucking clip of one thing, like maybe a couple of things, and that's it. They'll show no matches like they used to. It's just a freaking little minute and a half recap. And I think you can only watch it on I think the Fight Network or something like that. Sucks. Wish they came back to YouTube. I don't know. I mean, they did full episodes of YouTube. I don't know why they're not doing it anymore. So it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So another week of NXT, and this week's episode was pretty good, not bad, not perfect, but still. I mean, I kind of I think my final rating might be over a little bit high for this episode. Cause most of the night, I mean, the first match of the night was great. And then, the main event match for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles and a street fight was pretty damn good. And then there was other parts that were pretty good. So I might be overrating it, but like I said, this is my video, my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want. If you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. And that's all I gotta say about that. And like I said, after the video, check out my Raw review on the Killer Demons channel, link down below, and my rant on this lovely website with their false notifications and taking that, all this false crap from this lovely website. Taking down videos because they're for stupid reasons that are just that have nothing to do with the video, and they're age restrict videos out of the fucking blue because they've done it to me 4 times, and all 4 times I've appealed it and I've won because I'm the man. I got the authority. So YouTube, go fuck yourself. And whoever's on Team YouTube, go fuck yourself too. That's all I guess I say about that. So check out those videos down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channels, like the video, and share it all over the internet, and don't forget to tap the bell as well. All right, so let's get into NXT this week. So I don't got much time left on StreamYard for this month. I've got about 6 hours left. So I think I can get this video in and maybe Blood and Guts tomorrow, if I do the video tomorrow night, or on something like Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. Let me move this freaking thing because it's annoying. Shut up. It's still gonna go off, but it is what it is. And tonight's sponsor again. Tonight's video is sponsored, as always, by Pepsi. Straight edge Pepsi. God damn it. Yeah, I think there's another one in here. I think I have 2 of these things. I hear either 1 or 2 of them. I don't know. So, like I said, I'm fixing it slowly. Give me a break, all right? I know it's annoying. I know the glare in the back is annoying. I can't do anything about it. I'm fixing my house. I'm slowly fixing my house. I'm renovating and everything. But now, now that I'm going on vacation, I'm gonna, maybe I can get my parents to help fix around the house. When they take care of the wrestling cat. I don't even know where the wrestling cat is. There he is. There she is. Come here, wrestling cat. Come here, wrestling cat. Suzu. You want to be on TV again? Okay. Wrestling Cat says hello, and she loves you all. She still hates WJ, but it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, let's get into NXT. So NXT tonight was pretty damn good. We had some good matches. We had a match. The main event was for the NXT women's tag team titles. The champion Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon defending against the Way of Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. We got that. We had Killer Kross on the show with an interesting segment with a lot of people that I'll get to in a minute. We got Saray, the Warrior of the Sun, in action. We also saw we also had some other action. We had our good buddy Eli Drake in action. We had that. We had an altercation or a segment with Legado del Fantasma and Santos Escobar. And Kushida, and what that came out of that, and what's coming next week on the show, because next week's a big show. 2 titles on the line next week, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But some good stuff. Like I said, I might have overrated this a little bit, but still, it's my show. And if you don't like it, fuck you. All right, let's get into this. Let's not waste any more. All right, so we start the show off with a little recap of last week with the whole thing with the feud between Leon Ruff and Isaiah Swerve Scott. We had Frankie Monet on the program, kind of playing a little bit of mind games with Shotzi and Ember, and maybe with Candice and Indy as well. The whole Indy Hartwell Dexter Lumis kind of romance. That's not kind of a romance. That's still kind of a romance. I don't know what it is, but and what's leading up to tonight's women's tag team title street fight. So we got all that. So we got all that recap. And then we go inside the Capitol Wrestling Center for our first match of the night, speaking of a street fight, for the men, we got a street fight between Leon Ruff and Swerve Scott. These guys have been going at it for the last few weeks and just beating the living bejesus out of each other. Time, and I don't. It came to a head tonight in a street fight, and the way it ended, and I think this is the blow off match. I don't know what they can possibly do after this. If there's gonna be, let's not waste any more time. All right, so this match was brutal. Yeah, it was brutal. It was lots of spots in this match, crazy spots, and that's it. So it starts off with Leon, wanted to get this match started right away, right before the bell, but the referee's like, no. I'm like, dude, it's a street fight. Come on. Don't hold him back. Come on. Let him beat the guy and then start the match. Come on. It's a street fight. Anyway, so the referee holds him back a little bit, and then the bell does ring, and Leon gets hit right in the face with a knee by Swerve, who mocks Leon, shoves him down, throws him in the corner, and starts beating his ass. Leon comes back, and then he's on the ropes to play Spider-Man. Spider-Man does what other spiders can't. Does a Spider-Man impersonation before a wheelbarrow, which he flips out of. Goes for a crucifix, but Swerve holds onto the ropes and gets out of that. And then he throws Leon after Leon jumps up, gets caught. Well, Leon hits an arm drag, sends Swerve out of the ring, and then Ruff goes to dive through the ropes, but gets caught, and then Swerve just throws him like a freaking dart right at the apron. Ow! That had to hurt. And then after that, Swerve throws him again against the plexiglass, and picks him up and does it again on the other side of the ramp. So, and then after that, hits a sidewalk slam on the ramp. Ow! Covers for a near fall because I think in a street fight falls anywhere, but I digress. And Swerve still goes to work on Leon. He presses Leon into the ramp head first. Ow! Throws him into the ring. Then he knee drop on the head of Leon. Starts mocking him some more, kicks him in the head, and then he puts Leon on the top turnbuckle. He climbs up, starts slapping him around, and then he climbs up, but Leon fights back, and then we get a superplex by Mr. Leon Ruff, and he covers, but only gets 2 out of that. And then Swerve tells the camera, "It's my house. It's my house." And Leon falls out of the ring floor. Swerve goes for a kick. Leon dies. Swerve is caught on the ropes. Ew, that's not good. And then Leon hits a big leaping kick to Swerve's head. Runs up the steps, leaps, but gets swatted down like a fly by Swerve. And Scott heaves Leon, and then tries to throw a 2-box at him, which Leon somehow dodged. He's like he was coming. It was like right there. It was like, boom! You just missed it. As we go to picture-in-picture, and while they're in picture-in-picture, Swerve kicks Ruff in the head, opens the toolbox, starts throwing tools at Leon on the ground. He's like, "Oh, look, a screwdriver!" Throw it at him. Then he slams Leon to the apron, sets the steps, picking Leon up, but Leon slips out and starts crawling away. Swerve, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna come after you now. He stalks Leon toward the back. They go through the curtain, and Swerve catches Leon climbing up onto production lockers for a slam into the lockers back first. Ouch. Then he kind of gives a lackadaisical cover for a near fall. Then Swerve grabs a camera, he sets it aside, and pushes the production cart that it was on into Leon. Ugh. Then he sits next to Leon and starts slapping him around a little bit more. And he picks him up, but Leon fights back. But Swerve overpowers him, slams him into the wall, then the lockers. And Leon is then seen crawling back to the stage. But he gets a shot on Swerve and gets onto the stage. He then throws a chair at him. And Swerve catches it and starts following him. I thought he was going to hit him with the chair, but it's not. He grabs Leon and holds him as he starts talking some smack to the camera. And then grabs Leon to pull him back so he can start showboating a little bit. Then we come back from picture-in-picture to live action. And Swerve eats a stage light. Not like that, but he gets hit. He gets thrown to a stage light, which gives Leon a chance and hits a somersault dive onto Leon for a near fall. Swerve goes back in the ring. Leon tries to springboard in, but he gets decked. And then Swerve grabs Leon, goes to suplex him, but Leon turns it into a crucifix bomb for 2.5. Leon decks Swerve, who's on the apron. They start going back and forth. Leon slips out of a powerbomb. Hits the powerbomb, I should say. Swerve tries to punch. Leon moves and hits a reverse Hurricane Rana to the floor. That was kind of sick. Then they both get up slowly. Swerve is laughing. I don't know why you would laugh getting a reverse Hurricane Rana to the floor, but it is what it is. And saying Leon still can't beat him and he's nothing. Leon runs in. Swerve moves. Leon goes for a head scissors and Swerve with a JML, whatever that is, for a near fall. And he's pissed because he didn't get the win. Goes for a knee at Leon, but hits the steps. Ow. Leon then takes the 2-box and hits Swerve in a knee. Ow. They go back in because they were on the floor. Leon with a huge top rope splash for a near fall. Then he locks in a heel hook submission. And then Leon has a wrench. While he has the hold in, but Swerve manages to back in Leon. And then Leon comes back with a springboard. Gilmore Kata! Bang! And then another one on the floor. Ouch. We get a clothesline over the barricade. And then Leon goes on the barricade. And then he goes through the curtain. That like hard camera side curtain area. It goes through the curtain. Then we see him climbing up a ladder. Then he goes on top of the I guess you can call it the stage or the curtain or whatever it is. Then he jumps, and then we see AJ Francis. Yes, that AJ from WWE is a Most Wanted Treasures show. Yeah, that AJ. So we actually now know who he is. It's AJ Francis is part of this group, of Swerve's group. He catches him. Then he hits a DVD neck first on the barricade. Ow. And then Swerve rolls Leon in, who's basically dead weight right now. He rolls him in, then hits the JML. 1, 2, 3. Isaiah Swoof Scott picks up the win. And a pretty good match, pretty good street fight between these two guys. These guys did some freaky moves and, just, weird weapons being used, like the wrench. They're flying off the top of the curtain, the hard camera curtain. They go to the back. They start throwing people, into the wall and the lockers and shit. Crazy spots here, but by both men. Good match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Pretty damn good match to start the show. The fans were into it, and that's it. So good match between these two guys, and I don't know what's gonna happen after this. I don't know if there's gonna be another match between them. I don't know if the feud is over now. I think it is because Swerve really should be going after the cruiserweight title again, or maybe going after the North American title. But it is what it is. But he's a heel, so I don't think he would go after the North American title since Johnny Gargano's a heel, or supposedly a heel. I don't know what he is now. And he has the North American title. But what happens with that? All right, then we see the return. Speaking of returns, we see the return of former NXT World Heavyweight Champion Finn Balor as he heads inside into the Capitol Wrestling Center. So the champ is in the building, if you will, and that's that. And then we go in the back. We're in the back. We see two-fourths of the way, the men's side of the way, Johnny Gargano, the North American champion, and Obi. They're walking. They're pissed that Johnny can't get a meeting with Regal. So they go inside Mr. Regal's office, and we see Mr. Regal at his desk talking to the lovely Scarlett Bordeaux about something. I don't know. Maybe Mr. Regal wants to see Scarlett's titties, if you will. But he's a man, a manly man. Regal has to box off somehow. Old fart that he is. So why not have Scarlett Bordeaux show him the goodies? It is what it is. So he's with Scarlett, and Johnny starts bitching about not being able to get a meeting with him. So see Scarlett, and it's like, oh, I guess you're busy, so see you later. And then Austin Theory stays in the office, starts looking at Scarlett, obviously, because he wants to see those big titties of hers. Scarlett like taking a, she's kind of flabbergasted about Scarlett Bordeaux's big luscious titties, but he's not. He looks at her giant nails, and he's like, "Are these real? These are the biggest nails I've ever seen." And then Johnny's like, "Get out of here!" And then we see Scarlett flattened and still in shock about having Austin Theory basically cop a feel to her. It is what it is. And that's that. Didn't you want be Scarlett was looking like that? Wouldn't you be looking? You perverts would. Yeah, I would. But I would just like a second to look, and I'm like, so, Mr. Ego, do you want any pee with your tea? And then I'm like, never mind, I'm gonna go get my own coffee, and then leave before I get my ass kicked by Killer Kross. But it is what it is. I mean, but it is what it is. But me and Scarlett went in the same room with Regal. I'll just tell Regal to get that out. Let me get on with Scarlett Bordeaux. But it is what it is. And I met Scarlett many times. She's fucking hot. When she had the red hair and she was in Ring of Honor, when she was in Truth Martini's group, the House of Truth, or the whole hoopla thing. With Prince Martini, Truth Martini, and Scarlett, and forgot the other girl's name. I don't even know what happened to her. Then Matt Taven was in the whole group. The whole hoopla thing. Then they broke them up when Truth basically broke his neck. Supposedly, we still don't know if that was an actual angle or he actually broke his neck. And that basically ended the House of Truth. And Scarlett went her own way. She was basically doing ring announcing, and and then singing the national anthem because she has such a sexy voice. Whew, she has a great voice. And sang the national anthem at Field of Honor, I think 1 and I think 2. I think he sang at all 3 of them, I believe. I'm not sure on that one, but but she was mainly doing ring announcing, and then she actually started getting in the ring to wrestle, and she was getting her butt handed to her most of the time. And then she was in Honor for a while. She was doing some other indie shows, and then she changed her hair. She went to TNA. She was in Mexico. And then I don't know if she met Killer Kross there, or they met somewhere else. She changed her hair to all white smoke, whatever you want to call it. Became the Smoke Show, or as they called them in Mexico, the Killer Smoke Show. And then they came over to TNA. We all remember what happened to TNA with them. Well, they weren't together in TNA, which kind of made me kind of upset. I mean, she comes in as the Smoke Show and starts, having guys like fella, freaking, almost freaking jack off on her. Blah blah blah. Him and Kevin Matthews were, trying, get her graces in. I thought she was going to be the manager, but that didn't happen. And then Killer Kross comes in, and I'm thinking like, oh, since they're an item, why not team them up in TNA? That obviously did not happen, which sucks. And then Killer Kross leaves TNA, and then he winds up in NXT, and guess who comes with him? His hot ass girlfriend, Scarlett Bordeaux. And now, we are with both of them. That's it. But yeah, I met Scarlett a couple times. She's a very nice lady. I met her at a WrestlePro show, where she had a match. And she was doing before the event. She was doing meet and greet. She did a meet and greet because I like a bunch of TNA guys. This is when she was in TNA. She did a meet and greet, and I think I have the picture on my main Facebook page, my Peter Gilmore Facebook page. With me and her, like the perfect, not that perfect 10. Not Sean Spears' perfect 10, but she's a 10. I'm basically, I would say, 10 myself, but that's just me saying I'm a 10. But it is what it is. So I didn't want to like hug her. I just put my arm on her, and she kind of just like brought me in. I was like, I got nervous. I mean, yeah, I thought she was gonna fucking molest me, which isn't a bad thing, but but she gave me like a big hug, and we took the picture. And she's like, "I like your jacket," and I was wearing an In This Moment jacket. So yeah, Scarlett Bordeaux likes In This Moment. Oh yes, it's true, and so does Mandy Leon. But it is what it is. Mandy Leon loves In This Moment. Because when she was in the Indies, she came out to Sick Like Me by In This Moment off Black Widow, which she should use in Ring of Honor, but she has this generic, she has the Allure theme with her and Angelina Love. But I wish somebody would come out with In This Moment besides me. Even though I don't come out to it anymore, I used to come out to In This Moment. I used to come out to Daddy's Fallen Angel. In the that old fed called the XWF, or as we call it now, the Extremely Pedophilic Wrestling Federation, run by pedophile lovers. Those idiots. I don't come out to that song no more. I miss coming out to In This Moment, but it is what it is. I now come out to I think I come out to the Who now. Not that Who, but I come out to Sad But True by The Who, the cover of Metallica. That's fucking awesome. And if you haven't heard The Who, that's H-U, not W-H-O, the Mongolian death band. And if you haven't heard their first album, fucking awesome. They're working on the second album. I heard bits and pieces of it. They have their own YouTube channel with behind the scenes of the making of the second album. Oh boy, I can't wait for that second album to drop. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. And I can't wait for this September. Megadeth, Lamb of God, Trivium, and In Flames at the PNC Backyard Center. Woo! I can't wait. That's gonna be the tour of the fall, of the late summer, early fall. Megadeth, Lamb of God. I would assume Megadeth's gonna be the headliner. Lamb of God's gonna be the co-headliner, and then you got Trivium and In Flames opening, which isn't bad. I mean, I've seen In Flames before. I've seen Trivium before. I've seen Megadeth and Lamb of God before. So that's a nothing concert for me. But going back to the PNC, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. And I would assume by that time, hopefully, it'll be full, but people are gonna be on the freaking on the around the stage. I think they're gonna be separated. People wearing their masks because you got to social distance and shit like that. Blah blah blah. But I think on the grass. There's gonna be a lot of people like close together on the grass, so it is what it is. But at least getting out there will be easier than getting in be easier than getting out. But because it's a bitch to get out of there, especially if you don't have a car. I mean, if you have a car, it's kind of easy because you just go one way and you just make sure you follow the fucking follow the other cars that are going back on the highway, depending which way you go. If you go out, you have to go towards New York, and then you have to come all the way around, depending where you live. If you live in other parts of New Jersey, which I really don't have to do because Homedale is kind of like a hop, skip, and jump from Livingston. So I get in my car, I just go straight, go towards New York, and then I turn around, make a quick turn, and I'm home. I'm home in like an hour or so. That's it. But sometimes when I used to live in Brooklyn, I had to take the train. I had to take the New Jersey Transit train down to what did I get off at? No, what did I get off at? Not South Amboy. I think it's South Amboy or the one after South Amboy. Was it South? No, I think it's Aberdeen. I think it's Aberdeen because South Amboy is going towards Starland, the Starland Ballroom, which I don't even know if that's even open anymore. I haven't heard anything. I haven't been to the Starland Ballroom since in this moment when they were at the Starland Ballroom with 36 Crazy Fist and a couple other bands. And 36 Crazy Fist still sucks, by the way. But yeah, that's the last time I went to the Starland Ballroom, and I had to get off at South Amboy, take a cab to the Starland Ballroom when I used to live in Brooklyn. Then when the concert was over, I had to leave right away, call a cab, either wait by the venue in the parking lot or go across the street with a big ass fucking tank and tell the driver, tell the dispatch driver that we're by where the tank is. So they had to pick us up. Then they drove us to the South Amboy train station, and then we got the last train out. And then by the time we got home to me and Rosa got home to Brooklyn, it's like 2:30 because we had to take another cab home, or we just walk it. Yeah, when we have to go all the way into Brooklyn, take the train into Brooklyn, and then get off the train, go downstairs, take another cab to get home, and then we're home, and then we go to sleep. Basically, that's it. But I digress. Talking about music and stuff, and I'm getting off tangent, but it is what it is. But yeah, Scarlett Bordeaux, Austin Theory, is in big trouble right now. Looking at Scarlett's titties, and I think that Scarlett went back to Killer Kross and told him what happened. And yeah, I don't want to be Austin Theory right now. That's all I gotta say about that. But if it was me, I get my ass kicked by Killer Kross, but still, at least I caught my field like Scarlett. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. So yeah, so I gave that whole thing 2.25 out of 5 stars. So yeah, like I said, there's might be in some big trouble with certain NXT World Champions Killer Kross. And that's all I gotta say about that. So we move on from there. All right, match number 2. We got some guy named Asher Hale, who is basically Anthony Henry, not Anthony Green. That's another guy. That's metrosexual Anthony Green, or what's his name? Augustus, whatever is his name. It's in the 80s. But it's Anthony Henry, who has fought in CZW. So anyway, so it's Anthony Henry, or now it's trademarked as Asher Hale. Kind of stupid name. So I guess this is his first match. I haven't seen him on NXT before, because he's basically in the developmental system, not basically doing nothing. He's in catering, if you will, well, NXT catering, if you will, with all the other people that I don't on NXT TV. Basically, no show like Dark or Dark Elevation. So basically, they're just at the Performance Center getting big and just staying home playing with themselves. It is what it is. So Asher Hale, on his favorite rich guy, you know who he is, Cameron Grimes to the moon. So we get Cameron in action, and this was basically, well, it was a squash match, but still, it was a 3-minute suck fest. It is what it is. It was just a regular squash match. It's also with Cameron grabbing this guy, throws him to the mat, and he starts like, "I'm Cameron Grimes to the moon." Showboating a little bit. He grabs at Hale's leg, but Hale with a side headlock. Grimes throws him off, reverses it, then shoulder blocks Hale to the mat. They go off the ropes. Hale with a drop kick and some kicks to the leg of Grimes. Grimes reverses a whip to the ropes. He elbows Hale down, then hits an uppercut and some kicks in the corner. Then some more kicks to the back. Hale and then another uppercut to knock him down. Yeah, whips him into the ropes. Hale comes back with a kick and then an Ziggy. And then he runs, catches Grimes' feet, hits a double leg whip, and looks like he might pull off the upset of the century. He goes up top, hits a front missile drop kick for a near fall, and then Cameron pushes Hale off, and we get some counters between both guys. Grimes hits a knee to the gut, and then a big move in the center of the ring. Then he hits the cave-in. 1, 2, 3. Cameron Grimes gets the win. Continues his winning ways, I guess, if you want to call it that. Going to the moon, going really nowhere, but it is what it is. So yeah, Cameron gets the win about 3 minutes. So nice to see Anthony Henry. Hi Anthony. We'll see you again for another 6 months, but it is. But nice to see him there. But Cameron gets the win. Match was all right. Gave it 2 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we move on. All right. Oh, whoops! I hit the wrong. Hit the button. Sorry about that. And all right, we move on. Okay. Then we go to the back with Mackenzie Mitchell. Nice to see her. She interviews Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Excuse me. Back from getting their asses beat by Tianxia. And Kaden says they're done with Xia Li and Tianxia. Yeah, because that feud went basically nowhere, and sucks to be them, doesn't it? Now they're focused on the NXT Women's Tag Team titles, and they want the next shot. So we'll see what happens with that. And then in comes Taya Valkyrie. I'm not calling her Frankie Monet because that's a fucking stupid name. She comes in with her little poochie. So Taya says that both are her tag team, and it's going to take longer to win the titles than they think, but she still believes in them, and that's it. She says, "You're my favorite tag team, but you're not going to win the tag team titles anytime soon." So, showing off her heel persona, and yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So, this passive aggressive mean chick shit. That's all I got to say about it. So I gave that 2 5 stars. I'm not a big fan of this Taya Valkyrie gimmick. She just came in like she did in TNA. When she came in, with a freaking crown when she debuted in TNA against Rosemary. That was an epic entrance when she came in. With that, with the Titantron and the way she looked, and she was just a beast in TNA. But right now, I mean, I hate to agree with JD what he said on his show, basically giving her the Johnny Drip Drip treatment and make her look like a fool. And she has so much potential, and they're putting her in a mean girl gimmick, which is hideous. And with her husband Johnny Nitro or Johnny Mundo or John Hennigan, whatever you want to call him, John Morrison, whatever, they're making Morrison look like a freaking joke. And he's teaming up with The Miz, where they should be going for the tag team belts instead of, in this boring as fuck feud with Damian Priest. Johnny has so much potential. I mean, we've seen him in TNA. Seen him when it was, in WWE the first time with Eminem, with Melina and Joey Mercury, when they were tag team champions, and then he became Intercontinental Champion, and then became ECW World Heavyweight Champion as Johnny Morrison. The fake Jim Morrison lookalike. Great in before they got rid of him, which sucked. And then he went to, after that, I think, went to Mexico. Won the titles in Mexico, and then he was in Lucha Underground. We all remember him as Johnny Mundo with the whole Worldwide Underground thing, which I think should come to WWE, but that's not going to happen. But because most of the guys that were in Worldwide Underground, like I think PJ Black, I don't know what happened to him, and Taya, Taya, and that's it. And then PJ Black, I don't know what's happened to him. And they had, I think, another guy. I don't know if he's in AEW, whatever happened to him. So, he was the Lucha Underground champion. Then went to TNA, won the world title, and then basically left. And Ty was just there. Ty was there, was the I think the longest reigning knockout champion of all time, I believe. Then she loses to who did she lose to? I think Tessa Blanchard, and then she tries to get the belt back, and then after that she was done. Contract ended, and she left, and now she's in NXT. And I don't know what Vince and Paul gonna do it, and Shawn Michaels are gonna do with her. But right now they're giving her a stupid fucking gimmick, and they're making her husband a joke. When Morrison should be going for the world title, or at least the U.S. title, for the Raw tag team belts with Miz, and they're making Miz look like a joke too. All Miz does is Miz TV and promote his show, and that's it. You don't have sometimes we'll have a match, and then he'll either lose or get humiliated or whatever. It's sad, but it's there's no challengers right now for the world title, the WWE title, besides Braun and Drew. Everybody else is either in meaningless, boring fuck feuds like Randy Orton and his voice. He's with Riddle and RK Bro. They might go for the tag belts. Right? Not that Randy needs that. Now Sheamus is the United States champion. That's all fan and dandy, but he should be going for the world title. John Morrison should be going for the world title. I know Bobby Lashley has the belt, and Lashley would beat the crap out of him, but at least give him a title shot. Miz had a shot with him, and that's why he lost the belt. There's no stars on Raw that can go after the world title. So after Lashley most likely retains at Backlash, who's the next challenger? Who? I don't know. Same thing on SmackDown. Roman has no challengers right now, except maybe Cesaro, and that's it. They're gonna push Seth Rollins. They want to push Seth Rollins to a match with Roman, so they could put Seth Rollins in there. But then after that, you got nobody. Not gonna be Shinsuke. Shinsuke Nakamura wants a piece of Roman's ass, but not like that. But even if Shinsuke got a title shot, he'd lose. So they're not building stars for their world title match. Their titles. It sucks. It sucks. Even AEW is doing the same thing. Most of the companies are doing the same thing. Kenny has no challengers for the AEW title right now. That everybody's thinking it's gonna be Adam Page, the one to beat him. Probably not gonna happen. Because Page is now lost with the Dark Order. So I don't know who's gonna. It's not gonna be Moxley. I mean, how many times we're gonna see Moxley and Kenny? Really, they kind of ended their feud with that exploding barbed wire match. Not gonna be Kingston, because well, maybe they could do it. I don't know. Yeah, I think Kenny beat Eddie Kingston. I'm not sure on that, but I have to look that up again. So you put Eddie Kingston in maybe, but that's it. If they turn Cody, and you could have Kenny versus Cody. I don't see that happening anytime soon. I don't know who else. It's not going to be Jericho, because Jericho's face right now. Everybody else in his group is face. So maybe they can get a shot. So I don't know. Maybe Jericho gets a shot. I doubt that, but maybe Jake Hager gets a shot. Sammy Guevara might get a shot, even though I think he's better off with the TNT title. So I don't know who's gonna face Kenny for the belt if he does defend the belt at Double or Nothing. If it's not Adam Page, then I don't know who it is. They might just do a tag team match at Double or Nothing, like they're doing at Under Siege. Kenny's first match as Impact World Champion. He's not defending the belt anytime soon, but he's in a 6-man tag team match with the Good Brothers on that show, and I forget who they're fighting. But they're gonna be on that show. I think it's this weekend. I think it's this week. This week or the next weekend, I forget. But yeah, so Kenny's gonna be on that show. Then he's gonna be on Double or Nothing, either defending the AEW belt or in a tag team match with the Bucks or something like that. Unless the Bucks are defending against the Dark, not the Dark Order, or Pentagon and Pac or whoever. And then you have Kenny and the Good Brothers in a 6-man tag team match against against either Eddie Kingston, Moxley, and maybe Lance Archer. But I don't know what is going to happen with Double or Nothing. They haven't, they got to start, after this week, really, after Blood and Guts, they got to start pushing towards Double or Nothing. They got to get the matches, all the matches they're going to have. They got to hype all those matches in in the next 3 weeks, 3 weeks. So it's going to be a slow hype for most of those matches. And then after that, I think they're gonna have Fight for the Fallen and Fyter Fest. They're gonna Fyter Fest and Fight for the Fallen, I think, in June and July. And then basically, I don't know when All In 3 is. The next All In is gonna be, I think, is in late August or September. And then they might have a couple events maybe in October. After All In's done, they might have some special events, and then they're gonna start gearing towards Full Gear 3 in November, and then that's gonna be it for the year. Finish up December, and then they're gonna come back with like New Year's Bash or whatever they're gonna have in 2022, and then be on the road towards Revolution. 2 I think Revolution 2 or 3, I think it is, in 2022, and then that's it. Unless they add more pay-per-views, which I doubt they will. But yeah, even AEW has no stars going after the main belt, the TNT title. You got some contenders at least. Darby's just facing who the fans want. Last week it was 10. I don't think he has a challenger this week. Because basically it's Blood and Guts. They're going to have a couple of matches, and the main part of the show tomorrow night is Blood and Guts, which is, I think, going to start at sometime around, I don't know when it's going to start, because I don't know if it's going to be an hour and a half match or it's just going to be an hour match. So I don't know if it's going to start at 9 o'clock because the Pinnacle has the advantage. So Sammy Guevara started the match, and with whoever starts with the Pinnacle, and then every, I think, 2-3 minutes, another person comes in. So it's going to be a 2-on-1 to start with Sammy, and then comes a 2-on-2, then it becomes a 3-on-2 until, the last member of the Pinnacle, of the Inner Circle comes in, which might be Jericho. I think Jericho will be last. Jericho and MJF are probably going to be coming in last in the cage, which is going to, and then the cage, is going to be all full-out War Games and win by submission or surrender. Typical War Games match, double cage with a top, with a roof. So I'm not gonna, go off the roof and actually break through the cage and then go on top of the roof or some shit like that. So I don't know if there's gonna be any super duper spots or anything like that, but who knows? And it's not gonna be in Daly's place. I think it's gonna be on the field, where the stadium is. Because they can't build that whole thing inside, Daly's place. There's no way. It's too small, first of all, and they can't bring the cage down or anything because there's no ceiling. They have to build it. They have to have the 2 rings there. You have to have the 2 rings there, to have, when they tape Dark and they tape Elevation. So the 2 rings will have to be there somehow. But I think they're gonna have it's going to be either in an undisclosed location, or it's going to be on where the Jaguars play, where Stadium Stampede was. They could build 2 cages next to each other, and 2 rings next to each other, and put the cage, build the cage. I don't think they can lower the cage. I don't think they could do. I don't know if they can do that, or how they're going to do that. I don't know. We're going to have to see tomorrow night, and that's all I got to say about that. So, but yeah, AEW's, the world title. No, I don't think they have no stars to face Kenny right now. So I don't know who Kenny's gonna face for first for the AEW world title. And I don't know. I think they're leaning to starting to do a an angle with or storyline with Sami Callihan and Kenny Omega over the Impact World title. So at least they might start having stars for an Impact to fight Kenny for the Impact World title. You have Moose. You have you can put Eddie Edwards there. You can put Sami Callihan there. Still put Rich Swann there for get his rematch. But at least you have a couple of stars who can go after Kenny's the belt with the Impact World title that Kenny has, and that's that. And we'll move on. We'll move on from there, and that's that. And I think New Japan just has stars. They can put anybody in the world title picture to face Ospreay. And him and Shingo had a fucking hellacious 45-minute match. Shingo didn't win, obviously, but still good match. Ospreay won, of course, and now they move on to I think I don't know what the next event is. I think it's later this month, and then the G1's coming up pretty soon. And I don't know if I think the G1's I think the G1 tournament is going to be in America, and then the finals are going to be in Japan, of course. So we might see the G1 this summer. I don't know where, but unless they say fuck it, we're not going to do it in America this year. We might wait till this fucking virus ends and do the G1 tournament in the States, like they kind of did last year, I think. And we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. And speaking of New Japan, Yuji Nagata is going to be on Dynamite next week to face Moxley for the IWGP United States title. Like, I think it's the first time that title's been is I think that's the first. Yeah, I think it's the first time that belt is going to be defended on national television. I could be wrong. I think it's the first time a New Japan belt is going to be on the line on national television. So I don't remember ever seeing the IWGP heavyweight title, the tag belts, or the junior heavyweight title, being defended on in TNA or Ring of Honor or anything like that on national TV or on pay-per-view. I could be wrong on that. But I think, like I said, this is the first time a New Japan belt is going to be defended on in a big promotion like AEW. That's it. So we'll see that next week on Dynamite. Yuji Nagata making his AEW debut against John Moxley, and that's it. So we'll see what happens with that. So yeah. So getting back to my original point, with the women's tag team belts, you got a couple of teams. Ember, you got Candice and Indy, and now you got Kate and Casey, and E.G. Dolan and her partner, what's her name? Caro something. I forgot what her name is. So they have basically maybe 3, maybe 4 teams, and that's it. So I don't know. And then you can put Raquel and Dakota in if they want to team them up again. The first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and they were champions for maybe 30 minutes. They were champions for I think an hour, and that's it. And then they lose them right to Shotzi and Ember, and then and Ember and Shotzi have held the belts for just about a couple weeks to almost a month. But will they hold the belts? Did they hold the belts tonight? Oh, I'll talk about that in a minute. And now we move on. So I gave that whole segment with Taya Valkyrie and Kate Carter and Casey Catanzaro 2 out of 5 stars, and we move on from there. All right, there we go. We stay in the back. We see Cameron and he's celebrating his win backstage. Everrise rules, and they have their own mugs, the coffee cups. I don't know if that's on NXT or on not NXT shop or on WWEshop.com. I like to get those. His favorite tag team, by the way. So he says he likes their podcast, which is on I think Saturday. I don't know when that podcast is, but he likes the podcast. But he only has room for 3, and he's gonna do it. So the only one who can celebrate with him is me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Love that song, by the way. Song by who sings that song? But great video, great song. So he walks off, and he's gonna celebrate his win the only way that Cameron Grimes can, and spend all his money. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on from there. All right. Got 2.25, and that's it. All right, I lost my notes. All right, then we get to match number 3. We have the old young veterans, Gibson and Drake. They take on the team of the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa, and the Toothless Wonder, Timothy Thatcher. But before we get to the match, the Grizzly Young Veterans kind of promo. They go off on Ciampa and Thatcher. Drake's asking who thought it was a good idea to have the NXT audience take their shoes off. Like the whole thing from last week. With I think it was Thatcher was talking about that shit. Singing, and they went to NXT. They sing James and Drake. Blah, blah. They're singing some shit. So anyway, so Gibson says no one needs to see their dirty web toes, so everyone should zip it or they'll leave the country. Well, nice knowing you, but it is what it is. So we get to this match. Match is all right, nothing great. So it starts with Ciampa and Drake. They lock up. They they start with a stalemate. And then Ciampa goes to work on Drake. Thatcher gets tagged in. They continue to work on Drake. Drake then escapes, tags in Gibson, who goes to work on Thatcher. They beat each other up for a little bit, and then Gibson gets Thatcher down, ties up the legs, going for an ankle lock. Thatcher counters, gets into 19-15. Then Drake comes back, gets control, hits a kick to the head. Ciampa comes in and they're beating the Grizzly Young Veterans into a post. We come back. Thatcher's in control of Drake. And then Drake comes back. And Gibson comes in. They start beating on Thatcher for a little bit. And then hold on, I'm just looking at my notes. So Drake goes after so Gibson goes after Thatcher. Thatcher comes back, gets the hot tag to Ciampa, comes on like a house of fire, just beats the living crap out of the Grizzly Young Veterans. And get near the end, and Thatcher and Drake dive through the ropes on the Ciampa, gets him with a big planet suplex, but Thatcher just kicks out before the count of 3. Drake calls for the tag, but gets pulled off the apron by Ciampa. Ciampa goes in, distracts the ref as Thatcher gives in with a wait about it shoe. Because they threw him over. There was a point in the match where they threw I forgot. I don't know if they threw Gibson. They threw somebody got thrown into Wade Barrett and said Vic Joseph or Beth Phoenix. Damn. But they get knocked into it, and then while they're on the floor, somehow Ciampa gets Wade Barrett's shoe, throws it at he throws it to Thatcher. Thatcher hits Gibson with the shoe, and then he locks in the armbar, and Gibson has to tap out. So yeah, so it was an okay match. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Kind of corny finish, but still, Ciampa and Thatcher get a win. And they could be going for the tag team belts that MSK have right now. So it is what it is. But I'm starting to hate. I don't know what's going with the Grizzly Young Veterans. I mean, they were former NXT UK tag team champions for a while. Then they get brought over to NXT, regular NXT, and they've won a couple matches, but now they look like fucking jobbers. I'm like, really? They should be tag team champions by now. Are they going to be tag team champions ever? Probably not, which sucks. It fucking sucks that they're not tag team champions by now. They'll get put in a tag team title match. Everybody thinks they're going to win. And either they get beat or they just look good, and that's it. It sucks. It fucking sucks, and that's all I got to say about that. So yeah, Gibson and Drake lose again. They should just go back to NXT UK, win back the NXT UK tag team belts, and that's it. Just get them off NXT TV, because right now they just bury them right now. It's fucking sad. About that. All right, to that we go to we see Austin Theory again. About to go into William Regal's office again, and Austin Theory is about to bust down the door, but he's more polite, and he knocks on the door like a real man would. But he knocks on the door, and then we see William Regal come up, and Johnny Gargano says the North American title match between him and Bronson Reed isn't fair. He wants it changed, or he doesn't want it to happen. Regal's like, that's not going to happen. Then he tells Austin Theory that, your little friend, Scarlett Bordeaux, requested a match with you. Well, we requested a match for you next week, and you, sir, are going to be taking on Killer Kross, and you're going to get your behind handed to you. And that's all I got to say about that. So yeah, Austin Theory, you fucked up by looking at the titties. So you're going to have to pay the Piper. And that's all I got to say about that. Not Rowdy Piper, but the Piper. And that's all I got to say about that. So give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, after that, we see Isaiah Scott and his posse, AJ Francis and the other two people that we don't know who they are yet. See the interviewer behind the camera. That's what happened. So says he told us exactly what he did. And then he leaves, and then AJ Francis shuts the door right in our face, and that's it. So it looks like the whole thing between Leon Ruff and Isaiah Scott and his posse are done. Who knows? But we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Then we get a promo for the upcoming Sarray versus Zeta Ramir match. Okay. But before we get to that, we get to the NXT World Champion Killer Kross. Comes out with the lovely Scarlett Bordeaux. Comes out with his epic entrance always. Takes the mic from Scarlett. Talks about 3 weeks ago. He made things perfectly crystal clear. All he had to do was stop the dice. But instead, he's been met with people saying they weren't afraid of him. And he's not afraid of them either. Now that that's established, he wants to know who's going to step up first. Let's give the people what they want. We want to fight. He doesn't need to go to the back and prove anyone wrong. They have to come to the ring and prove themselves. But he's not going to wait for someone to stab themselves in the back. So he says that he's going to dive bomb Austin Theory on his head. And as for anyone else, and before he finishes his sentence, we get cool boy Kyle O'Reilly, or Orange Cassidy 2.0. He comes out, and he stares down Killer Kross, and he looks at Scarlett, takes off his hat and bows. Hello, my lady. And then he gets on the mic saying he gets why everything everything thinks they should be afraid. Basically sheer dominance. Cross is not happy, so Kyle cut the chase. He basically came out to say he's not afraid of Cross, and Max didn't want to see is him and Killer Cross for the NXT title, which is the match he wants. And something tells him that's the match that Killer wants. Excuse me. Yeah, nasty. You know when you kind of belch and you feel like the throat is about to come out, and then you swallow it. Blech. All I had was chicken and tater tots tonight, and I had pizza earlier for lunch. That's what I think just came up. Ugh. Nasty. I'm sorry to make you puke. It is what it is. So Kyle's like, well, something tells me that you want the match, so let's give the NXT Universe, and then before he can get the carousel of people coming out talking, like this is an episode of Monday Night Raw, or a segment from Monday Night Raw, and out comes Pete fucking Dunne, and he's on the ramp, and he's asking if they're having a good laugh, and doesn't care who wants that match, or the O'Reilly. I definitely care that Cross stands there as the NXT champion because he's the baddest man in NXT, and if either of them think otherwise, he dares them to prove them wrong. And then we hear the music of Finn Balor, and Balor comes out, tells Pete fucking Dunne, been there, done that. Tells Kyle, been there, done that twice. Then he tells Cross that once he's done with beating Austin Theory to a pulp, then he gets attacked by Killer Cross and gets decked, and then everybody starts fighting with each other. Dunne attacks from behind, gets dumped and to the outside, and then they're all going after Killer Cross. Balor with a big shotgun dropkick gets shoved in the corner. Security tries to come out. That ain't gonna work. Balor jumps back on the apron, gets decked, and then a security guy tries to hold Killer Cross back. That's not gonna work. And he gets hit with a Saito suplex for his trouble. And then Balor gets pushed back, and him and Cross saw like a staring contest. And then out of nowhere, Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory come from behind to attack Cross. And Skull's just on the outside, around the ring, holding on the NXT title because she really can't do anything. Cross is fighting him off at first, hits a Saito suplex to Austin Theory, but then he eats a super kick to Johnny Gargano, and then starting to beat him up. And then Cross grabs him by the throat, and Theory with a super kick, and to knock him silly. Then both of them hit a double super kick, knocking him down, and then Gargano waits for Cross to get up, and then Cross gets hit in the head with the North American title, and then both members of the way stand over a fallen Killer Cross as Scarlett just watches from the outside holding the NXT World title. This was a complicated segment. You have a heel or a tweener Killer Cross, who just won the belt 3 weeks ago, from Balor, who's a face, and then Kyle O'Reilly comes out, he's a face. So I'm thinking, okay, you have at least two challengers, or two faces going after the heel Killer Cross, who somehow got booed. I don't know why. And then you got Pete Dunne coming out. He's a heel, so I don't know why Pete Dunne would want a shot at the NXT World title, because it kind of make no sense for him and Cross to go at it. Two heels going after the belt, unless they're gonna turn Pete Dunne face or maybe Killer Cross face or whatever. And then you bring in Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory, who are both heels. So it felt like, you have basically three heels, going, beating up the main heel, the main champion, who's a heel, and then you have the two baby faces and Balor and Kyle getting beat up by all the heels. That makes no sense. I mean, there's no clear-cut challenger right now for Killer Kross right now. I don't know who's gonna fight him right now for the NXT World Title. It's gonna be Finn Balor in his rematch, or it's gonna be Kyle, or it's gonna be Pete Dunne. And I don't know why they would do that, because like I said, it's two heels going at it. And then you got Austin Theory, who's about to get his butt kicked by next week by Killer Kross, non-title of course. And then you got Johnny Gargano, who's the North American champion, and that makes no sense, because you know that's heel versus heel, unless they're gonna actually turn Johnny Gargano face again, which I think might be a good idea, because right now it is what it is. But I don't know. I don't know. It was kind of a complicated segment, you know. But I guess Hunter and Sean have a plan for this whole world title picture. But I guess we'll have to see what happens next week on the program. And that's to say about that. And we'll move on from there. So, big old complicated segment, 2.5 out of 5 stars, because even though it was complicated, it was still good at the same time. And that's basically what I got to say about that. And we move on. All right. How much time do I have on this? Okay, almost hour and a half. So I got pretty enough time for blowing guts tomorrow, and then that'll be it for the week, unless something big comes your way tomorrow, or I do have some of this a big news story to say. I'll save it for the end though, so we'll get to that. So anyway, let's paraphrase and quickly week quick the rest of the night. We had Zeta Ramir taking on Sarray. Pretty good match between these two ladies. Sarray's stiff as fuck in the ring. You know, that strong style from Joshi and stuff. Anyway, in the end, Sarray wins with the big T-bone suplex and gets the 1, 2, 3 on Zeta Ramir. So Sarray gets the win. Match was all right. Gave it 2 out of 5 stars. And that's that. And we move on from there. And then after that, we get a pull from Imperium. We see them. They're talking to Walter on an iPad or whatever. They're talking in German. Walter's talking in German, giving Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel and Alexander Wolf direction. So I don't know what the hell he said, but what came out of it was that Alexander Wolf left. So I don't know if they're thinking of kicking Alexander Wolf out, because the whole thing with Killian Dane. I don't know what's still going to happen with that. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars out of that. All right. After that, we get another vignette promo from the Diamond Mine. The Diamond Mine. I have no idea who this is or who they are. Somebody was saying that it was going to be Parker Bowe and somebody else. So I guess we're going to have to see that. I'm not going to watch it again. I'll just look it up on YouTube later, post production, or it's 2:45 in the morning. So I'm going to probably, after I edit this up, I'm probably going to go to bed and maybe just look it up and then go to bed, and then I'll worry about it in the morning. And that's all I got to say about that. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if the Diamond Mine's a tag team, or maybe somebody named the Diamond Mine. I don't know. That's a kind of stupid name, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with this next week, and that's that. All right, then we go to break. We come back. We see Sarray and Zeta, talking after the match. Sarray's kind of concerned about what happened. Zeta, because Zeta kind of landed on her head after that T-bone flex. So Sarray's like checking on her and making sure she's okay. Zeta says she's okay, and then we see Toni Storm walking in, maybe trying to start some shit. And then we see Zoe Stark cut her off. She's like, not gonna happen. No, no, no. And then he tells her to back up. And then Tony's like, Okay, Zoe. I'll see you later in the parking lot. Um, and then Zoe goes over to Saray and Zeta, and that's basically it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. That was that. Then we get to our next match. The returning Jake Atlas coming back from injury. He takes on our good buddy Eli Drake, who cut a promo calling the fans incels and then making Atlas find him in the gutter or something like that. Anyway, match was all right. LA Knight gets the win after the front edge cutter by Eli Drake. So Eli gets the win. Match was wasn't anything right home. Just a 3-minute suckfest match for Eli. He gets the win, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I give that 5 stars, and we move on. All right, then we go to the locker room. We see Candice hyping Indy up for the tag title match. Indy goes to get her jacket. We see Dexter Lumis in the corner. We see a painting that Dexter did of him and Indy on a chair, but Indy can't see it because she's getting ready. But Candice sees it. He's like, shit, puts it in the locker, and then she's talking. She's trying to hype up Indy, and then we see Dexter behind a glass door, and Candice sees him, rolls down the blinds, and he has like flowers in his hand. So Indy still can't see him. He can't see now. He can't see me. And then so she shuts the blinds on him. Goes back to Indy, who has no idea about what's going on. And where did he go? Where did he go, Coach? So Candice gets her stuff, and that's that. And we move on. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. I get a promo from Toni Storm. It's basically saying that Zoe's pissing her off. She's the flavor of the month, and she's losing that flavor really quick. Saying Zoe doesn't deserve to breathe the same air as her because she's a former and future women's champion. And soon enough, everybody's going to forget about Zoe. She says she brought Zoe into the business, and she's going to take her out of it. So the continuing Toni Storm, Zoe Stark feud continues. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. Then after that, we get Legado Fantasma in the ring. All of them, Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza. Basically, Escobar cuts a promo, talk about, being NXT Cruiserweight Champion. He has a premonition, and he will recover what's rightly his, which is the title. And then Joaquin Wilde and starts talking about MSK, saying him and Raul Mendoza, I haven't forgot them. And they said they were talking about MSK won the titles at TakeOver Stand and Deliver, but they didn't beat them. But they beat MSK last week. They embarrassed them, so they need a title shot. And Escobar says the measure of a man is not what he can do for himself, but what he does for his brother, saying he's like the Emperor of Jaliba, shit like that. And then the NXT Cruiserweight Champion Kushida on the screen says Escobar has crossed the line, which is a mistake. Then he says that next week he will challenge. He challenges Escobar to a match with his title on the line, and then Escobar says that it's on. He's on. He accepts the challenge. So next week for the Cruiserweight title, it's going to be Kushida and Santos Escobar, but not in just any match. It's going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match, which should be pretty damn good. And that's all I can say about that. And we move on. And also next week, we got the NXT North American title on the line with Johnny Gargano and Bronson Reed. So next week, a big night of action. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that promo from Legado del Fantasma and Kushida. Get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's all right. Then we get a virtual face-to-face hosted by Beth fucking Phoenix, and it's between NXT Women's Champion Raquel Gonzalez and Mercedes Martinez. They basically go at it, mocking each other, you know, Mercedes saying she paid the way. I mean, Raquel saying she paid for someone. No, I said take that back. Mercedes paid the way for someone like Raquel, and said she's not gritty, she's cookie cutter. Saying Raquel was molded after the blueprint that she created. And then Raquel's like, "Well, Mercedes, you set the bar all the way, over here." And then when I came around in my first year, I did things that you couldn't do in your whole career. Blah blah blah. And then she sets the bar up. And then Mercedes says in one night she's gonna end Raquel's reign. And Raquel says she's the first challenger, but she won't be the last. And that's gonna be it. I think that match this week as well, or I don't know when it's gonna be, but the hyping it up was pretty good. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. Both came really well with their promos, and can't wait for that match to happen. And that's that. All right, there we go to the back. We see Ember and Shotzi getting ready for their match with Indy and Candice LeRae in a street fight. So they walk into the tank, and they're kind of pissed about what happened last week with Candice and Indy attacked them before their match with Jessi Kamea and Aaliyah. Then you see Taya Valkyrie's dog that's in the tank, and she's like, "Oh, you're so cute. Who's a good doggy? Who's a good doggy?" And she picks her up, starts, like, "Who's a good doggy?" And then he's like, "You gotta go." So she puts the dog down. The dog probably goes to where. But so they're about to go in the tank, and Ember's like, "I don't think we're gonna get in the tank because he laid a flucher." And yeah, the dog laid a big old crap in the tank, which is kind of funny. So, and I'm like, Ember's like, "How can a dog that little poop that much?" I was like, "Come on, let's show the poop. Come on." But it is what it is. So that was kind of funny. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and one was done here. With that, after that, we go to Cameron Grimes, and he's walking up to a nightclub. He wants to get in the VIP room, but the boss is like, "Oh, you're not on the list." And Cameron's still trying to get in. He's jumping. Guy's like 7 foot tall, or whatever, 6 feet tall. So he's trying to get in any way he could, and then his final attempt, the bouncer says the entire venue's been rented out. And a VIP limo, a white VIP limo with a $sign on it, and I think that could be. So the door opens, and out comes the $1 billion man, Ted DiBiase. So like he's back after what happened. I think the week before when he was in the jewelry store and he got a $1 million watch. That was kind of cool. So this week, Ted says, "Don't just rent a room when you can buy the place." And then he's like, "And just remember, everybody's got a price for the $1 million man." And then he goes like, "Ha ha 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 ha!" And he walks in, and Cameron's like, "God damn you, Ted DiBiase!" Blah, 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 shit like that. So it's funny between those two guys. So I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it's great to see Ted DiBiase, a Hall of Famer and everything else, in NXT. Now, I don't know if he's going to be Cameron Grimes' manager or he's just going to be doing rant skits with him. He upstages him. He's like, "I got more money than you. I can rent I can buy a $1 million watch. I can rent an entire, just for myself." I don't know what's going to happen with these two guys. So I guess we'll have to see next week. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. So next week on the program, we got 2 title matches. Like I said, we got the NXT Cruiserweight title match, 2 out of 3 falls match between Kushida and Santos Escobar. And also next week, we got for the women's title, Raquel Gonzalez defending against Mercedes Martinez. And we got non-title Killer Kross and Austin Theory. So I don't know what's gonna be the main event. If I was a betting man, I'd probably put the 2 out of 3 falls match in the main event because it's that's a longer match than the NXT Women's Title match, which will probably be like 10, maybe 15 minutes at most, but we'll see. So next week is looking like a big week of action. So CVRs next week, and that's that. All right, then we get to the main event for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles in a street fight. We got Candice and Indy Hartwell of the West, Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon, the champs, who came out as Freddie and Jason, which I thought was awesome. That was cool. They should have came out with the Nightmare on Elm Street or some type of Jason's theme from Nightmare on what was it? Not Nightmare on Elm Street. Jason blah 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 blah. Friday the 13th Part 8. He's back. He's the man behind the mask. Have Alice Cooper sing them, not to the ring, but have that as the theme song walking out would be awesome. But come on, Hunter, you love the rock and roll. You couldn't have done that just for tonight. Come on, it is what it is. This match was pretty damn good. Both these teams beat the crap out of each other. They took out tables. They pulled chairs from under the ring. Beat the crap out of themselves with the hair. They used a trash can lid. They had a double drop kick. Ember sent outside. Candice kick. Shotzi goes out. She comes up some baseball size right into a concerto of garbage can lids. And then started. Indy comes in and nails Ember. Then sends her into the plexiglass. Shotzi gets taken out. They beat the crap out of each other. They throw him into the barricade. Blah blah blah. They put Indy on top of chairs, and Shotzi goes to dive through the ropes, but gets hit in the face with a fire extinguisher. And then they set up a ladder across the apron and a barricade. And then Candice sets up a table inside the ring in the corner. They go at it, and blah blah blah. They go in and they continue to beat the crap out of each other. There's a moment where she hit a coffin drop onto Indy. I think it was Indy. No, I think it was Candice on a ladder, but the ladder didn't break, so they both, and both of them fell. And then Ember picked up Indy and Alabama slam into the table, which didn't break, and it looked like a freaking like Indy, like her head just like smacked right off the top of the back of the table. It just looked nasty. Then they're fighting outside, and Indy gets put on the announce table, and then Shotzi climbs up part of the truss, the lights section. She goes on top of this little section. She jumps off with a diving splash through the table, through the announce table, and then while inside, Candice picks up Ember and hits like a spinning spine buster, driving Ember into the ladder. But basically, we get near the end, and on the outside. I'm trying to find the ending here. Indy springboards onto Ember, who's on, and puts Ember through the table on the outside. Well, inside, Candice comes in, eats a super kick, and then like I said, Indy with a spring splash on the Ember through the table, and then Candice hits Shotzi in the face with brass knucks, basically knocking her out. And then she picks up Then she sets up a chair. Then Shotzi and gives her the good old Super Dragon Wicked Stepsister curb stomp into the chair, and then rolls her over. 1, 2, 3. We have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions and Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell. So Candice finally some gold in NXT. Happy for her. Happy for Indi as well. This was chaotic, brutal, great way to end the night. And yeah, so the Way have just about all the gold except for the tag team belts, or the men's tag team belts, and the NXT World Title. So they have just about they have the NXT North American title that Johnny Gargano has, and now his wife Candice and Indi Hartwell have the women's tag team belts. So we'll see what happens with them. Hopefully they have a long reign. It wasn't a long reign for Shotzi and Ember. It was just about a month almost. So we'll see what happens with them and who their first challenger will be. I would assume it's going to be Ember and Shotzi in a rematch. Hopefully they don't give them back competition with these damn belts. Let them hold it for like maybe a month or two, and then probably the next in line I could be Casey and Kaden Carter. And then after that, I have no idea. They just play around with it. Could go to Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, or you could go to maybe they'll put they'll give them back to Indi, and Candice will give them back to Shotzi and Ember. That's basically all the tag teams that are there, unless they have Gigi, Priscilla Kelly and her tag team partner, go after it, or they maybe add a couple of tag teams in it. Maybe Sarray and Zoe Stark can team up, can team up as a tag team. I don't know, or maybe one or the other. With Zeta, maybe Zeta Ramir. I don't know. They gotta have at least another maybe 2 or 3 tag teams, but you can't have this 4 tag teams revolving around the same belt. Just feel like the regular, WWE women's tag team belts, when you basically got Shayna and Nia with the belts on, in the tag Tamina, you got Naomi and Lana, Dana Brooke and Mandy, and if they're around, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. You got 5 tag teams in that division revolving around one belt. They barely get it, even though they were defended on Raw this past month. I don't know when they're gonna lose them. Probably at Backlash or maybe after. But we need more teams and more people for these belts. I'm tired of seeing the same fucking people, getting title shots every 3, 4, 5 weeks. I'm tired of seeing the Street Profits and the Dirty Dogs every fucking week. It's boring. We need more tag teams. And stop freaking breaking up good tag teams. Like they broke up Cedric and Shelton because they had nothing for them. Because they want to start a feud between both of them, which is stupid. They're probably gonna send the Grizzled Young Veterans back to NXT UK. So all we got is MSK, Timothy Thatcher, and Ciampa, and maybe Killian Dane and Drake Maverick, Ever-Rise, Imperium, and you basically got 6. You got at least the tag team division in NXT. You got teams that to go after the belts and everything. But other than that, most of the other titles, you really don't have any stars. You don't have a set person to go after the belts. It's just mind blowing. That was mind blowing, but it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. So, all in all, I gave the main event 3.25 out of 5 stars. Pretty good main event, very brutal. Couple of good spots by Shotzi. Pretty decent springboard elbow splash through the table by Indi, and then the finish with Candice giving Shotzi the Wicked Stepsister on a chair, Super Dragon style. And that's that. So they're the champs, and we'll see what happens with them next week as Johnny Gargano of the Way will defend the North American title against Bronson Reed. We'll see what happens with that. Austin Theory, is about to get killed by Killer Cross. Then we got Kushida and Santos Escobar in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Cruiserweight title. And we got for the NXT Women's title, Raquel Gonzalez and Mercedes Martinez. So you can put this on a fucking takeover, but, it is what it is. Or part of a takeover, but that's all I can say about that. Except for the Killer Cross Austin Theory match, you can just put that on NXT and nobody will care about it. But those, I think those 3 matches could be part of a takeover right there. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So my final reading for NXT tonight, or now it's very late night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I gotta edit this video up and go to bed. So my final rating for NXT tonight, like I said, this might be overrating it. I don't care, but yeah, I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10 stars. I thought it was pretty good. We'll see what the ratings are later tomorrow. Raw's viewership went down as usual, because nobody watched that shit. And that's all I guess. That's really all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Once again, 7.5 out of 10 stars for NXT. We got a big show next week, and hopefully I can watch it if I'm here, or if not, I'll probably just watch the highlights on my phone that Tuesday night before I probably go to sleep early, because usually, when I go to Florida, I go to sleep like on 10, 11 o'clock. Or maybe I can try to stay up till about 11:30, 12 o'clock, because, I don't want to, I can't watch TV because, our grandson goes to sleep like 9 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And then basically it's just me, Rosa, and our daughter, and her daughter and everything, and we're either watching a movie on Netflix or on Roku, or we're talking, we're eating, or doing something. We're playing with our phones, and that's it. Yeah, so we go to bed early. Then we get up at the ass crack of dawn, like 7, almost 8 o'clock. I'm fucking dead tired. I'm not waking up at no 8 o'clock. So I try to sleep an extra hour or so. But with our grandson, jumping on the fucking on the couch and everything, the sofa bed. He wants to play. He wants to watch his cartoons. He's like, Grandma, get up, we have to play with him. He's a cute kid. He's only, almost 4.5 years old. His birthday's coming up in November. He's gonna be 5 years old. Cute as fuck kid. But gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta, gotta get up. Get up in the morning, because kid's 4. You don't want to stay in bed till like 12, 1 o'clock. And you have a freaking kid at home. Mommy, I'm hungry. I want my breakfast. I want to watch cartoons. Get out of bed. It is what it is. So yeah. So if I go to Florida, I'm gonna go to sleep early, and get up early. I'm probably gonna have I'm gonna go to bed probably like 10, 11 o'clock. Sleep through most of the night if I can. Or I don't know. I might get up and then go on the recliner and just check my Facebook and just have it on vibrate. With the sound off, of course, or just on silent, and just maybe get a glass of water and check my Instagram, check Facebook, check Twitter, maybe check YouTube for a little bit, and then probably go right back to bed, and then get up like maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, just check my stuff, or maybe just if I have power in my phone, if I have enough power in my phone, I'll do that. If not, then I'll just look at it and then charge it for the rest. Charge it, and then when I wake up, it's my phone's fully charged, and get to play with my grandson and watch some cartoons, and then figure out what the crap we're gonna do today. Well, for the day, go to the beach, go to like the zoo, or go to Butterfly World, or go somewhere. And then we think about what we're gonna eat for lunch and dinner, and maybe go to Walmart, or go get food, or we'll go to McDonald's, or we'll go to Wendy's, or we'll go to get donuts. Yeah. So that's probably what I'm thinking about, what we might be doing for the next 10 days starting Friday. So, like I said, if I do go on to Florida on Friday with the missus, I will be incommunicado for a while. So yeah. So all you jealous fucking haters who are like, "Yay, Peter's not on YouTube for a week. We don't have to bother him." Yay. I'll still be around, looking at videos, and that's it. I might do a couple videos from Florida, but it's like quickie videos off the phone. Not gonna be long videos, 20, maybe 30 minutes at most, and then that'll be it. It'll probably take me a while to get the videos up with the Wi-Fi there. Even if I don't have Wi-Fi, with my data, it'll probably take a while to upload. But I'll try to get some videos up, over the weekend and early next week. Like I said, if I do go to Florida, which is just about 50-50 right now, like I said, I'll let you guys know tomorrow or sometime Thursday, what I'm doing. Give you another update, and we'll go from there. But like I said, I know I'm going on 2 hours with this, and I gotta save enough. I save up my save time for my last video, which my blood and guts video tomorrow night. So check that out. But to end here, like I said, I'll let you guys know what's gonna happen with me for the weekend and next week, with my videos, my reviews on my channels and everything. And if I do go, the thing is, if I do go to Florida, I'm still gonna get TGC 196 up, which is gonna be my backlash predictions. But I don't think I'm gonna get a review up. I might, if I do, it'll probably. I doubt I'm gonna do a backlash review, because if I'm in Florida and the pay-per-view's the 16th and my flight's on the 17th, I don't know when my flight would be. So the only thing that I probably could do is either depending what time my flight is. If it's an early morning, it's not early, it's an afternoon flight, like maybe 1 o'clock flight. I can get back by 5-6 o'clock, and then I'll probably just go to sleep, and then I'll take like a quick power nap, and then get up, watch Monday Night Raw, and then after Raw, after I eat dinner with the missus, I can do a late backlash review, and then the 18th I can do a proper Raw review and get back on track, and that's it. But like I said, if I can't do the backlash review, I'm just gonna I might like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, or if I'm not gonna do it on the 16th, obviously. So the 17th I might do it. It might be late, and then your Raw review will be on the 18th, and then we'll get back to normal, hopefully, and then we'll see what happens with that. So stay tuned for that, and I'll let you know hopefully by tomorrow night, or definitely by Thursday. I'll do a quickie video on the phone on this channel. Let you know what's going on, if I'm going to Florida, or I'm just gonna stay home. And then if I stay home, then you don't have to worry about anything. You'll have your reviews on that day. You know, Friday Night SmackDown on Friday night, right after SmackDown, and then Raw, NXT, AEW on the respective days. Then the week after is Friday Night SmackDown on that Friday on the 14th. I have that on the same day, and then the 15th I'll do TGC 196, my Backlash predictions, and then on the 15th, and then on May 16th I'll do my Backlash review on that night, and then we'll back to normal still, and then on the 17th, when if I'm here alone and I got to pick up Rosa from the airport, I'll probably take the 17th off because I got to pick up Rosa from the airport, and we're both gonna, she's gonna be tired, so I'm gonna be tired from the whole day from work, and then I got to pick her up and everything. So it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So it is what it is. So either way, I'm gonna try to get videos out to you guys, and hopefully you subscribe to my channels. Like the videos, smash that like button to death. Haters, you know what to do. Continue to be jealous fucks and dislike the videos. And continue to, like I said, subscribe to my channels. Continue to share the videos all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that goddamn bell. Turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And don't forget to share the videos and follow me on social media. Because if I do go to Florida, I will be around. I'll still be on Facebook. I'll still be on Twitter. I'll still be on Instagram. I might I might post some pictures on my Instagram, just for you guys to see. That's that. I'm just gonna take pictures of myself. I might take pictures of me and Rosa, and that's it. I'm not gonna show pictures of my daughter, my stepdaughter, and my grandson, because I don't want haters like, oh look, we got this, we're gonna expose. Nope, not doing it. Kiss my ass, and that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah. So if I do go to Florida, I will have pictures up on my Instagram, maybe my Facebook. Not gonna be on Twitter because I really don't put pictures up on Twitter. But yeah, I'll be on social media if I go to Florida with the missus, and take some pictures of myself and maybe with Rosa. I don't know, we'll see, and that's it. And I'll be in the loop still. I'll still be around on social media. So if you want to hit me up with a DM or hit me up with a private message on Facebook or hit me up with a DM on Twitter or Instagram, just to say hello and I'll see how I am and all that shit. Blah blah blah. You can do that, but I'll let you guys. Like I said, I will let you guys know what's going on by either tomorrow night or definitely by Thursday night. So we'll see. So either I'm going to be away from 10 days and videos will come sparingly, or Rosa goes to Florida by herself. And I basically get the house to my goddamn self for 10 days. I'll be miserable, pig out and watch porn for 10 days. Not gonna, jack off for 10 days straight, because that's gonna happen. I gotta save the super sperm for when Rosa comes back, or whatever. But yeah. Might go out with some friends, if I get bored, I might call a couple of friends, maybe go to the bar, go watch the Met game at the bar, go watch something at the bar, just go by some ladies and stuff like that. But it is what it is. So I got options if Rosa just goes by herself, but it sucks, but because I got the house to myself and I got nothing to do. And then I have to go to the supermarket and get food, because I don't have much food. I have food, but I don't have much food. So I have to go to the supermarket and grab a couple things that I can munch on for the time that I'll be alone, for like the week or the week to 10 days, 7 to 10 days that I'll be alone and everything. So it is what it is. But it is what it is. So if I, get my cats all will be okay. If we go to Florida, got enough cat food, for the cat, for the wrestling cat. My parents will come over and take care of the kitty, take care of the house. Get my mail that I need or my bills that I might be getting. I probably won't be getting any bills while I'm away. Maybe I'll get some. Maybe I'll get a bill. I don't know, but whatever. But you know, I'll fix up the house a little bit, and while we're away, and then we come back. Come back on the 17th or the 18th or whatever, and then continue on. Get ready for the end of May. You got Memorial Day weekend. We might do something that weekend, and then I think then we got June coming up. Probably not gonna be doing anything in June. July is gonna be a big month because I got my brother from another's birthday. I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm gonna be crying that whole fucking day. Got like July 4th. Probably gonna celebrate that. And then might go on another mini vacation. Might go to Atlantic City. I don't know. Rose's birthday's coming up in July, so I gotta get a present for her and take her out for her birthday. Be a nice little man, husband, and everything. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet for that. I might go to AC. I might just go take her out to a nice fancy restaurant. Hopefully, try to give it a good sex if she wants it, but it is what it is for her birthday. And that's that. My cousin's getting married in July, so I don't know if I'm gonna go to the wedding. I'm not really. Personally, I hate weddings. I going to weddings. Because it's kind of cheap and sitting there for like 4 or 5 hours. I mean, if you're not, it's not a family wedding. You have to be in the wedding. Because you're there for like all day and you're fucking tired. I should know because my wedding was kind of long and I was tired. But I had a blast with my friends and everybody. Rosie got plastered, as usual. Her family got plastered. My brother from another mother got plastered. I didn't get plastered. I was fucking fine. I had a couple of drinks and that was it. But other than that, I had the good sex afterwards and that was it. Went to sleep and then woke up the next morning as a married couple. Yeah, that's it. And that's why we've been we've been together been married for a couple of years, but together for 13. This is people saying this 13 years could be lucky or unlucky. So far the first 5 months, first couple months have been a little bad for us. It is it is what it is. We had a couple bad months. The past basically almost 2 months now for me have been kind of bad because my anxiety and my depression are going through the roof and everything. Working a couple days a week now. In my radio job, because I basically took a leave of absence from my retail job because fuck sucks. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I might be going back to that probably the end of this month. But we'll see what happens with that. So money's kind of tight right now. I got bills to pay and car payment and warranties and shit like that. I got a lot of bills to pay. Rose is trying to help out with the bills. It's a struggle, ladies and gentlemen, over the last couple months for me and the missus right now. But it is what it is. We'll get through it as we always do, and hopefully continue on. We have a great summer. We can go places, and we'll see how the summer goes, and then we're getting the fall, and we'll see how that goes. And then by the time you know it's Halloween, it's Thanksgiving, and then after that it's Christmas and my birthday, and the end of 2021. So, I'll be 45 by Christmas Eve. Be right in another year closer to 50. So yeah, if you want, you guys want to, start, thinking about getting me a gift, and that, it's all good. If you want to send me a gift, that's fine and dandy, and all that good stuff. You can send me a million, send me a whole bunch of money and shit. Send me some of your stimulus checks and shit, or your tax returns or whatever, your refunds, your tax refunds and whatever shit to me, just as a present. Or you can get me some porno tapes or whatever, some CDs and some posters or whatever. Just send them to me, and or you can just do the normal thing and go on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and wish me a happy birthday. When I turned 45 on Christmas Eve, and that's it. And I talked enough about disgusting crap. It's over 2 hours, and I should have ended this video like 20 minutes ago. But it is what it is. So I gotta end this video because I need time to do my Blood and Guts review. Probably be either tomorrow night or Thursday. And that's it. All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching my video. Check out my other 2 videos in the description box below. Subscribe to my channel. Smash that like button to death. Do whatever the fuck you want. Leave comments, questions, whatever. Follow me on social media, like I said. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell. And that's it. So thank you all for watching. If you're in the Northeast, hope you went to bed. You're in bed or about to go to bed. On this very late night. It's about 3:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna edit this video up, go to bed, and have a couple hours sleep, and then get up about maybe 10, 11 o'clock, have my breakfast, feed my cat. I gotta feed the pussy in more ways than one. But yeah, gotta feed the cat, get up in the morning, have my breakfast, and then go to work. I gotta go to work, and then come home. Gonna have my lunch, of course, and then I'll come home, wait for the missus, hopefully to come home, and we'll talk about what's gonna happen for Friday, if I'm gonna go with her, or it's gonna be too late. It's too late, and I have to, be the man of the house, and take care of the house. I gotta, if I have to do that, I gotta probably have a long weekend of yard work, because my, I got weeds coming out. I got weeds in my backyard. I gotta trim. And then I'm supposed to get some weed killer. I think Orco, whatever it's called. I'm probably gonna trim the weeds, try to pull some weeds, and then after that probably might do that on Saturday, and then Sunday I'll probably just spray just take maybe like 15 minutes to spray, 15 minutes to a half hour, spray the entire yard, and then after that just watch TV and be bored. Maybe I don't know what I'll do. Probably this weekend, if I don't go to Florida, I'll probably just chill. Friday I'll just be bored and watch porn, and then wait for SmackDown to go on, watch the Met game, and all that other good shit. Saturday I'll probably do some yard work. Sunday I'll probably do more yard work and some chores in the house and fix up the house a little bit, and then that's that. I was gonna go out for Mother's Day, with my mom, but don't know if that's gonna happen. But if I don't go to Florida, I will probably I might go out with my mom for Mother's Day, and make to lunch, and then that's that. And then I'll come home and then watch TV and watch porn and jack off and watch TV and play video games and shit. Talk to Rosa, blah blah blah. But we'll see what happens with that, and then next week I'll probably just work and then continue to fix up the house a little bit, and that's it. So we'll see what happens with everything, and like I said, I hope to be around and give you the best reviews on YouTube, and that's it. So that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. Go to bed, everybody. And if you're in the Northeast, go to fucking sleep, like I will. If you're in the West Coast, it's just about 12:30. So either you're gonna have a late night snack, or watching a late night video or a movie with your significant other, or your kids or whatever. Well, not your kids, but by yourself. Now having an ice cream or a beer or whatever, watching late night TV. So do that and start getting ready for bed, and that's it. So all I gotta say is good night, everybody. Subscribe to my channels, leave a comment or whatever you want, and that's it. So have a great rest of your late Cinco de Mayo. Now, well, not late May the 4th be with you. And right now it's Cinco de Mayo, so enjoy your Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Happy Cinco de Mayo to all my Mexican friends, and on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Twitter as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all my Mexican friends on here, wherever you may be. Have a great day tomorrow. Don't drink too much, and especially if you're driving, don't drink and drive. Have a designated driver, and just have a great day. Get plastered. If you have a significant other, try to get drunken sex. You probably won't remember it on Thursday anyway, so it is what it is. So try to get the good drunken sex tomorrow, and just remember to wrap it up, because you don't want to have drunken raw dog sex, and then next thing you know, your significant other, or somebody you meet at the bar is pregnant the next day, and you're up a creek. So So be safe, and when you have the good drunken sex, don't forget to wrap it up, and that's all. Because most of you guys out there, your polo game is weak. Mine is stronger than ever, but it is what it is. But I like to be safe. I don't like the pull and pray method anymore. I used to do it back in the day, but I don't do it no more. But it is what it is, and that's it. So be safe when you have that drunken sex. Make sure it's consensual, because you don't want to have drunken sex, and the next thing you know, the girl wakes up, "You raped me," and then you're up a creek and you go to jail. So make sure it's with your significant other. And like I said, if it's if you're at a bar, you meet a hot chick and you're both plastered, make sure it's consensual sex, and wrap it up, of course, because you don't want to have babies, have drunken sex babies running around and shit like that. Then go up a creek, and you might go to jail, because you possibly rape the chick or whatever. But just be safe, everybody, on Cinco de Mayo. And in general, because this fucking virus is still going on. So it is what it is. And that's it. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to sleep. Good night, everybody. And if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. What? Peace, fuckers.